Take a good look at this car. This is the 2020 Dodge Charger, a sedan that still refuses to behave like a normal sedan. 4 doors, full-size body, and a design that clearly tells you this car was built with performance in mind. Before we talk about engines or speed, it's important to understand one thing. The Charger is one of the last cars that still carries true American muscle DNA in a modern shape. Now let's talk about the front of the 2020 Dodge Charger, because this is where the attitude really starts. The wide grille, the sharp LED headlights, and the aggressive lower air intake make the Charger instantly recognizable. This front design is not about elegance. It's about dominance. The headlights have a narrow, angry look, almost like the car is staring back at you. And the wide grille allows more airflow, especially important for higher performance variants. Even when the car is standing still, the front design makes it look fast, powerful, and ready to move. From the side, the 2020 Dodge Charger shows its true size. This is a full-size sedan, and you can see that in the long body, wide stance, and strong shoulder line running from front to back. The side profile is clean, but it still looks muscular. The slightly sloping roofline gives it a sporty character, while the wide doors and long wheelbase remind you that this car is built for comfort as well as performance. Unlike smaller sedans, the Charger doesn't try to look compact. It proudly shows its length, and that's part of its personality. The rear of the 2020 Dodge Charger is one of its most iconic design elements. The full-width LED taillight instantly tells you this is a Charger, even from a distance. This design makes the car look wider, lower, and more aggressive. At night, the rear light signature stands out, giving the Charger a strong road presence. The wide rear stance, combined with the muscular bumper, adds to the feeling that this car is built to put power down, not just to look good. Step inside the 2020 Dodge Charger, and you'll notice something interesting. The interior is not overly complicated, but it feels solid, driver-focused, and purposeful. The dashboard is wide, matching the car's overall size, and everything is placed where you expect it to be. The steering wheel feels thick and sporty, giving you confidence the moment you sit down. The infotainment screen is clear and responsive, handling navigation, media, and performance information. Dodge has focused on making sure the driver always feels in control, not distracted. One of the biggest advantages of the 2020 Dodge Charger is the space it offers. Unlike most performance-focused cars, this one doesn't force you to sacrifice comfort. The front seats are wide, supportive, and designed for long drives as well as spirited driving. There's enough side bolstering to hold you in place, but not so much that it feels uncomfortable. Move to the back, and you'll notice something rare in this segment: proper rear seat space. Adults can sit comfortably, with decent legroom and headroom, making the Charger a true 4-door muscle car, not just a sporty sedan. The 2020 Dodge Charger is not just one car. It's a full lineup of different personalities. Dodge offered this car in multiple variants, each one designed for a different type of driver. From a fuel-efficient V6 to naturally aspirated V8 muscle, and all the way up to supercharged monsters, the Charger covers a wide performance spectrum. Whether you want a daily drivable sedan, a classic muscle experience, or extreme horsepower, there is a Charger variant built exactly for that purpose. Now let's go through each engine option, one by one, and understand what makes each variant unique. Let's start with the base variants of the 2020 Dodge Charger, the SXT and the GT. Both of these trims are powered by a 3.6-liter naturally aspirated V6 engine. This engine produces around 292 horsepower in the standard setup, and about 300 horsepower in certain GT configurations, with torque rated at approximately 260 pound-feet. Now, this might not sound extreme, but it's more than enough for daily driving. These variants focus on balance, good performance, comfortable ride, and better fuel efficiency compared to the V8 models. The V6 Charger is ideal for someone who wants the Charger's bold design and presence, but doesn't need full muscle car power every day. The SXT is more comfort-focused, while the GT adds a sportier touch, with visual upgrades, slightly firmer suspension, and available all-wheel drive. Yes, the GT variant can be found with AWD, making it a very practical option for different weather conditions. So if you want a Charger that looks aggressive, feels comfortable, and is easy to live with. The V6 trims make a lot of sense. This is where the Dodge Charger starts to feel like a true muscle car. The 2020 Charger RT is powered by a 5.7-liter naturally aspirated Hemi V8 engine. This V8 produces around 370 horsepower and about 395 pound-feet of torque. And the moment you hear that Hemi start, you know this is a completely different experience compared to the V6 models. Power delivery is smooth, strong, and very responsive, especially at lower RPMs, which is exactly what muscle cars are known for. The RT variant is all about balance. It gives you real V8 performance, that classic American engine sound, but without going into extreme territory. This makes the Charger RT a perfect option for someone who wants muscle car character, but still plans to drive the car daily. It's loud when you want it to be, calm when you need it, and powerful all the time. Now this is where things get serious. The 2020 Dodge Charger Scat Pack is powered by a massive 6.4-liter naturally aspirated Hemi V8. This engine produces 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. These numbers place the Scat Pack in true performance car territory. Acceleration is aggressive, throttle response is instant, and the sound is raw and unapologetic. This is not just about straight-line speed. This car is built to handle that power as well. Compared to the RT, the Scat Pack feels sharper, tighter, and more focused. The suspension is tuned for performance, the brakes are larger, and the overall setup feels more track-ready. Yet it still keeps the practicality of a four-door sedan. That's what makes the Scat Pack so special. It delivers near supercar performance while still being usable every day. This is the point, where the Dodge Charger stops being just a car and becomes a statement. The 2020 Dodge Charger Hellcat is powered by a 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8. This engine produces an insane 707 horsepower and 650 pound-feet of torque. These numbers are not normal for a four-door sedan. The supercharger gives instant power, and acceleration feels violent, even at highway speeds. This is a car that demands respect, both from the driver and from everyone else on the road. To handle this much power, Dodge had to upgrade everything. The suspension is stronger, the brakes are massive, and the wide-body design adds extra grip and stability. Driving a Hellcat is not just about speed, it's about control. You're always aware that you're sitting on top of over 700 horsepower, and every throttle input matters. This is pure American excess, done without apology. And then there is the Redeye. The 2020 Dodge Charger Hellcat Redeye takes everything extreme and pushes it even further. Under the hood is the same 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8, but tuned to produce a mind-blowing 797 horsepower and 707 pound-feet of torque. This makes the Redeye one of the most powerful production sedans ever built. Acceleration is brutal. Throttle response is instant, and the power never seems to end. This is not a car built to impress everyone. It's built for people who want the absolute maximum with zero compromises. The Redeye exists because Dodge wanted to prove a point, that muscle cars are not dead, that four-door sedans can still be wild, and that performance doesn't have to be subtle. This is excess, loudness, and power, all combined into one machine. And that's exactly what makes the Redeye unforgettable. Another important part of the 2020 Dodge Charger is its wide range of color options. Dodge understands that this car is as much about personality as it is about performance, from classic colors like black, white, and gray, to bold options like red, blue, green, and orange. The Charger gives buyers the freedom to express themselves. Performance trims like the Scat Pack and Hellcat models often come with exclusive colors and stripes, making them stand out even more. Whether you prefer a clean, stealthy look or something loud and aggressive, there is a Charger color that matches your style. So the big question is, which 2020 Dodge Charger variant is actually right for you? If you want the Charger look, space, and comfort, with reasonable fuel economy, the V6 SXT or GT makes the most sense. It's easy to live with, comfortable, and still looks aggressive. If you want that real muscle car feeling, with a deep V8 sound, but without going overboard, the Charger RT is the sweet spot. It's powerful, fun, and perfect for daily use. Now, if performance is your priority, the Scat Pack is where things get serious. This is for drivers who want strong acceleration, track-ready hardware, and real muscle car performance. And finally, the Hellcat and Redeye are not for everyone. These cars are for enthusiasts who want extreme power, drama, and the full American muscle experience without caring about practicality or fuel economy. The 2020 Dodge Charger is more than just a performance car. It's one of the last true American muscle sedans, a car that refuses to follow trends. With its wide range of engines, from efficient V6 options to supercharged V8 monsters, the Charger offers something for every type of driver. It blends space, comfort, aggression, and raw power into a single package. In a world where cars are becoming quieter and more restrained, the Dodge Charger stands proud, loud, and unapologetic. And that's exactly why it remains a legend. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments which Charger variant you would choose. I'll see you in the next one.